You want to drive traffic to your website, you want to generate leads, you want to convert those leads into sales, but you do not know how to do that. This is exactly where I come in. My name is Pritz and I create educational content for learners like you. Do not worry at all. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a very important online visibility management platform known as Semrush. I'm going to talk about a very important feature in Semrush, also known as keyword research. Without further ado, let's dive in. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining in on the Semrush tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to share with you information about two key features of Semrush. I'll try to fit both of these on this particular video, but if the video length shoots up to a longer time, then I will have to make it into two videos. Basically, I'm going to talk to you about keyword research and competitive research. I'll try to start with keyword research first. I'll talk to you about overview, magic tool, manager, show you how all of these subtopics work around on the platform, position tracking, and organic traffic insights. If I have time on this particular video in terms of the length, I will try to also cover competitive research, domain overview, traffic analytics, organic search, keyword, and backlinks gap. Great. So I suggest you grab a cup of coffee. It's going to be some time. Also, do not forget to quickly take hold of a notepad and take important notes from time to time. It will help you during the time when you are practicing whatever you're learning right now. Let's quickly go on to keyword research. Keywords overview is what we want to talk about today. Great. For the purpose of this particular lesson, I'm going to think of all of us as KFC. Again, guys, if you are vegetarian, I would like to apologize in advance, and I regret that I'm talking to you about non-vegetarian food here. Right. So quickly, what I'm going to do is populate. What does it say? Keyword overview. This tool, why do we use, and especially Semrush, because you see there are 20 billion keywords, 14 million suggested for a single word, 120 country databases. Okay, all these stats, organic and add value of any keyword. What all things you can learn about keywords through Semrush? You can find out the search volume, the difficulty level to rank for that particular keyword on Google search engine, SERP insights, keyword ideas. You can also get related ideas. People ask this, people ask that. What kind of other questions people ask? Then what are the related keywords? What are the long-term what are the long tail keywords, for example, right? So all of those keyword ideas around your key topic is what you get information on in terms of keyword ideas. Paid search data is again your PPC, which is nothing but pay per click. Streamline your keyword research with Semrush. Analyze one or a batch of keywords in a click. You can simply get all the data here. Right. So again, generate millions of ideas of your content. All that you can do, get a free private one-to-one demo. All that is available on this page. What I can do here, if there are two things, if I do not have already a set of keywords, I can go to keyword shitter and get all that information from them, right? So what I've already done is I've already made some input in terms of the 127. What you can do, let's say, let me just show it to you how it works. If I do KFC and I say start job, it gives me all the related keywords about KFC in and around a particular location or in and around where they have last seen me. So I'll stop here and say stop because we need only 100. This is 105 already, right? 109 already. So I will just select all, go back to the main keywords overview page and do a control V. Obviously, because enter up to 100, we have entered 109. We have overshot, so I am going to remove these keywords from here to make it 100. Okay. Great. So I have 100 keywords here separated by commas or one per line is what we have done so far. We are looking at India. I'll quickly hit analyze. It takes a moment for the screen to populate. Let's go down and check. You see here KFC, because I've already added this, I'm going to remove this. Okay, so KFC is here as the top keyword average number of monthly searches for the analyzed keyword over the last 12 months. So you see, these are the monthly searches. 450k is the monthly search, right, for the word KFC in India. Trend up and down, not a stable trend. KD percentage is nothing but the keyword difficulty percentage. That means this is also known as the search engine optimization difficulty. Higher this particular score out of 100, the more difficult, the more hard it gets for you to rank on the first page. 82 is a very tough score, and even Semrush has shared this information with you visually also with that red dot highlighting danger. It's hard. You will need lots of high quality referring domains and optimized content. Referring domains are nothing but people who backlink content to you, right? So that's why they are called referring domains. So your goal should be to target keywords which are low, with a low keyword difficulty percentage. So you can also click here and find out, do an ascending order. You see KFC Diamond Plaza, for example, this is a very location specific keyword with a 210 volume, and you see here it's easy. You will need quality content focused on the keywords intent. That means if you are able to provide value, if you're able to answer to the audience in terms of what they are looking for example, if they're looking for KFC Diamond Plaza, then if you do not share information about Diamond Plaza, KFC Diamond Plaza, then it does not make sense for you to rank on the first page. People will not visit your site, people will not view your content and engage with your content. If you make it relevant and high quality, more and more people, probably you'll get all 210 people come and visit your website or your blog post. And it's easy to rank, 17 only. CPC is nothing but cost per click. For every ad that you put up for this particular keyword, you have to pay, and if someone clicks on that ad, at that point in time you have to pay 40 cents. Let me just go up and change this to, you can always change this to USD in INR. Because we are talking from Indian context, I have changed that to INR. Right, so you see here you have to pay 31 rupees. If you want to rank for this particular keyword, and if you want to do a paid ad on Google search, you have to pay 31 rupees every time a user clicks on this particular ad. Competitive density is nothing but the level of competition between the advertisers. That score always ranges between 0 to 1. If you are able to see here, 0 to 1, if I toggle on this, CD is shown on a scale from 0 to 1, with 1 being the most difficult to rank for. That means this is closer to 0, it's easy to rank for, there's no competition. That means if you pay 31, you have a higher chance that no one else will outbid you, and you might get the win. You might get those visitors visiting your store or your links or your blog post or your website. Right. SERP features, search engine result page features, are any results on a Google SERP that is not a traditional organic result. So what are we talking about? Let's say, for example, reviews. I have opened already one review for you, how it looks like. So if I look for Taj Hotel review Mumbai, it goes here, and you see the Taj Mahal Palace Mumbai. There is a review. In fact, there are 27k plus reviews. They have given a 4.7 cumulative ranking. So this is nothing but, this is a SERP feature, but again, this is not an organic. This is a site link. You see, this is called a site link. This is an organic feature also, but then again, this is a separate feature, which is a review feature. Then another feature on the search engine result page is people also ask, I will come to that in a moment, how much does it cost to stay in this hotel? Is Taj Hotel still open? Can you stay in a Taj Mahal? People have asked different questions, so people also ask is also covered, right? So all these features are there. So reviews we just spoke about, site links I just showed you, then FAQ, a list of questions related to that. I just showed you how it looks like, right? FAQs, people asking questions, and then you can also open the accordion and look at the answer. You see here, and who has given what answer, those links also you're able to identify. There are more features. Then there's also video results. Sometimes if you see, sometimes when you look for something, immediately a video pops up instead of a link, and this is nothing but that feature. And there are 3 more features. We'll really not go in detail about those features, but these are the primary key features that you must focus on. There's one feature that I want to highlight here, is that this king icon, right? Featured snippet. A short answer to a user's search query with a link to the third-party website. It is taken from and it directly appears at the top of all organic search results. Let me show you an example, and I'm sure you have already seen this. I'm sure some of you already know what I'm talking about. For those who do not, let me just quickly show you what a featured snippet looks like. What time is it in Mumbai now? If I type that and do a question mark here and I click, you see here it's 1 a.m. 1:09 a.m. Sunday 11 July IST time in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Again, you see this is above all the search engine results here. Number 1 is current local time in Mumbai. That is the first result. That means this featured snippet is nothing but at position 0. Now in 2021, people are fighting for position 0 on the search engine result page. Guys, I hope you are finding this really useful. Anytime in the comment section, if you do not understand anything, quickly let me know a specific topic that you do not understand. I'll be happy to come back later and help you with that on the comment section, right? So we are aiming for position 0. This is nothing but a featured snippet. Great. So we have, and then the knowledge panel, a block with brief information related to a search topic that appears to the right of organic search results. So that is nothing but a knowledge panel. So I guess we have covered all of the features here. And these results you see here, these are primarily the results that have already cached and picked up. So if you click here, it will take you to the Google search engine result page. If I do open link in a new tab, this is nothing but the cached page of this search. So you see here phrase KFC Diamond Plaza. This is google.co.in's cache of search results for the term, this particular term. It is a snapshot of the page as it appeared on the day of database collection. Please note the current page may differ from the snapshot captured. So you understand that's the whole point, that they have captured it and kept it for easy perusal to show to people that, hey, this is what we have in terms of the result. It might be updated later on. And they have given that disclaimer already. Right, so there are different keywords like that I mentioned here, different keywords with different. So if let's just go with the highest keywords first and not the lowest keywords. 450k KFC near me, 201k, which is directly 50%. And you see 50%, and this also is become possible to rank. You will need well structured and unique content with a yellow dot. That means it's possible. So you have a red dot, yellow dot, green dot. Green is, again, it's doable, right? It's easy. And you also have very easy option also. Eventually you can click on that. Point being, you have all of these keywords. You can select from here and simply say export and take them to Google Sheets or download as an Excel file on your system. You can also transfer all of these keywords to where? To the keywords manager. But then if you do that, you'll also have to create a list. We'll come to that in a moment, so don't worry about it. So all of these are mentioned here. This is nothing but your keywords overview. Now let us go to the keywords magic tool. With the magic tool you see here, you can actually play around with this entire thing, all of these particular filters. What we have selected right now, we are looking at a list of keywords that contain your seed word, and all of these words are included right now with a broad match. Any variation of your seed word or keyword phrases in any order is okay, as long as we see those results, right? So you can do a phrase match, exact match. That means if you have entered KFC, it should show. Imagine if you have two words. If you had, let's say, fried chicken, then both must feature in the exact match, right? Related words, languages, volume. What volume are we looking at? For example, we're looking at, you can also filter, I'm looking at 100,000 plus only. Keyword difficulty, you can also say, okay, I am only interested right now where I can easily rank. So if I'm starting out a business or a small business or a blog, I'll say, hey, I'm just interested in very easy hand pick those keywords. There are 41 such keywords with a volume of 24,000 traffic. and average keywords difficulty is only 11%, average. So for example, KFC full movie download in Hindi. KFC full movie, so I'm also sure that KFC relates to some movie I do not know of, but don't worry about that. We are right now thinking of KFC in terms of food, right? So if you see here, KFC chicken in Rajkot, so there are 90 search volumes in a month, and very easy, your chance to start ranking new pages. It's very easy, zero competition, nothing there, and there are 72 people right now with the cashier result. KFC containers for sale, you see. So all that information, you can actually track all this information and say which of the keywords you want to start ranking for. And then mind you, it also should make sense. Do not simply select a keyword because you have, let's say, a very easy KD percentage. Don't simply be attracted to that. Make sure that it's the keyword that you select, it's relevant to your topic, relevant that to the theme of your website or blogs, the content that you write on. Like for example, if you are in KFC food business, do not talk about KFC movie just because you have a volume of 6,600. Then it does not make sense. You will dissect your audience and you'll confuse people about what your website is about or what your content is about. So don't do that. So let me quickly show you also, let's say if I remove this, I have removed this and I have done. Now I want to do is, I will say questions. I want to look at the questions people are asking around the word KFC, and that's why it's called magic tool. It gives you all the information, related information to about the keyword. So you have all keywords, it's 3,000 keywords, total volume 37.2k, average KD is 37%. What is the full form of KFC? Again, 1900 people have asked that question. That's the biggest question out there in terms of KFC in India at this point in time, right? How to make KFC chicken at home. 1600 people are looking for this with a KD possibility of 43%. So you can always select, for example, if you like this particular, what is the full form of KFC, you can select that and add that to the keywords manager. You handpick from here what you like and what you don't, send them to the keywords manager. Let's say, let me just show you how it is done, because anyways we have finished advanced filters. Let me just show you before you can also do a word count. For example, how many words you're looking at. CD competition density should be from this range to this range only. What are the serve features? Are you trying to, let's say, are you trying to be featured on the snippet, right? If you're trying for this king icon, it's not here. Let's say for example you're looking at local pack. Let's say you want to find out if you are able to rank for the local pack, which is your local SEO. You can always click on that and see which of these keywords can help you get with a serve feature there. So is KFC open? Is KFC open today? So these are the questions that will help you to get to the map ranking, right? Which is the local pack. If you focus on these keywords, 56 difficult, fairly difficult. So let's say here you have 26. So let me just say where is KFC near me? Let's say I took this and I also took is KFC open, and I said let's go to the keywords. You see here, forget about this one because I had created this for myself, Digital Marketing India, a new keywords list. For example, here I will say KFC YouTube demo project, and I will say okay, and then I have added these keywords there, right? So you see 2 keywords are already added now. Now let's go to the keywords manager and see what we can do with these keywords here. So don't forget guys that the position of these topics or the sub tools under the main topic keyword research is actually intentionally in this way. First you have overview, then you have magic tool, then you have keywords manager. These are nothing but the steps you must follow to have a proper keyword strategy, keyword search strategy, right? That is why it is in that order. It's not a random placement on the left hand side of the bar that okay, we selected these topics, let us stack them there and people will understand. No, there is a sequence, and that is why you must follow that order. Keywords manager, collect your favorite keywords from across Semrush, save your findings, get fresh metrics, and export your findings to files or Semrush tools. We already spoke about that. Now in this case, for example, KFC YouTube demo project, I select this and I have 2. I could actually add more also, right? I could also add more. I can also send this to other tools. I can send it to, you see, the next logical point is position tracking, which is the next topic here. So you also can understand that why they follow the logic here, right? So let's say, let me just start with these 2, for example, or if I think that these are 2 less keywords, in real world scenario, you will not go only with 2 keywords, right? If you have the option to go with 100, 200, 500, then in that case, in this case, we have in this list, KFC YouTube demo, we have up to 1,000. So why will we go with only 2? So in our case, for example, if I say add keywords manually, then I can, let's say I go back to the shitter, keyword shitter. I apologize for this particular language, but unfortunately this is exactly the name of this particular tool, right? So I quickly run it again and see all the relevant keywords that are popping up, and I will just, for the sake of this demo, I will stop here and say stopped, and I have total of 207 results right now, and I go back and I say add, and what happens? New keywords have been successfully added. Okay, I got it, thank you so much. And it takes some time to populate. All this is running in the background as we talk. Guys, I hope your coffee is warm, if not cold, and if you're able to register whatever I'm saying so far, right? All this information, I don't think people are giving this information away for free, so I just wanted to make sure that I give all this information to you for free so that you can start benefiting from this right away. Right, so we just send all these keywords to the position tracking tool. Now before we go on to the position tracking tool, we will need to set it up, right? So if you see this particular tab where we just saw, we had added kfc.com to the dashboard. You see, when you add any website for that matter, even your own website, when you add, you will have to set all of these up for it to function properly, right? Site audit, position tracking, all of these, social media tracker, link building, backlinking audit, all of these need to be set up for them to function and give you proper intelligence from time to time. Right, so let's go to position tracking. If we look at what this section says, the position tracking tool allows you to get daily updates on what? On positions in Google's top 100 organic and paid search results. So if I look at the information tab here, it says the position tracking tool allows you to get daily similar information, but you can track any keyword. Mind you, what all can you track on this particular tool? On the position tracking tool, you can track keywords, you can track root domain. In our case, for example, kfc.com is a root domain. You can also track subdomains, for example, kfc.me.in. These are the different subdomains. Subfolders are nothing but sections or files under the key domain or the root domain or the subdomain, right? You can also track URLs, specific URLs from any location in the world. So all of those things you can track with the position tracking tool. So if I click on setup, it brings, and this will also work for your website. This is how you're going to set this up. Position tracking settings, go to campaign, a new campaign, select what you'd like to track and which parts of your URL would you like to track for this campaign. You also have the option of assigning a title to your campaign. So for example, in our case, our website, our business, as we said, is KFC, right? So we have added KFC as root domain, as we see, as I spoke just now. Search engines, we have Google, which is used worldwide, and we also have Baidu. Guys, if you do not know what Baidu is your search engine primarily used in China, right? So for example, if you are selling products and services that require audiences from China, then you also want to consider Baidu in all of your equations in terms of Semrush, and whatever you're doing on Semrush, make sure you also track for Baidu. What devices are we talking about? We're talking about desktop, cell phone and tablet. So we have selected Google, and we have said location, INDIA, it says India, and then you have business name for local map pack, and this is optional. You do not have to necessarily give this information, right? This is primarily important if you have a local SEO, for example, a local business, a local shop, a barber shop, or any of those local stores, for example. Then in that case, you want to make sure that you are giving the full business name, which also should relate to your Google My Business. It has to be the same as Google My Business, because you are eventually going to link your Google account at the back end of Semrush. So if you want to see an example, you can always click on show example, and it gives you Star Truck Vintage Clothing. For this example, you should type Star Truck Vintage Clothing. Shortening to simple Star Truck would not work. So what works and what does not work? And if you see, there is no link to website in this listing, yet we still can match the result if you enter the business name correctly. You see here, there's no business link here, there's no website here. In other cases, if you see Train Vintage, even though it's a bit blurred, it shows you there's a website here. Even for the one below, New York Vintage, there's a website here. But the one where we are talking about, there is no website, but still there's a possibility for you to rank with directions so that customers or potential customers can go to your location and get services and products from you, right? So that is nothing but an example of how to set up. Now you go to keywords, and then again, this is a sandbox. Sandbox is nothing but where you can add keywords, tags, tag 1, tag 2, and we'll just talk about, I'll just give you an example of how tags work here. What I will do here, I will add fried chicken, then I will add chicken popcorn, for example. Randomly, I'm just thinking of what all could go in this section. Chicken leg piece, KFC chicken. Let's say these are the different keywords we are interested in, and you can also use, for example, tag as new. You want to also find out which are the new keyword as tags, because you are adding these new keywords here. You also want to add project, and you see here these tags are automatically added. Projects, keywords, KFC chicken bucket, these are all, and then we are saying these are new keywords so that we can track later on that okay, on today's date or certain date, the SEO, the search engine optimizer, the media manager, the person who's handling SEO has made these changes, right? And then you can start tracking. Send me weekly updates. When you do that, actually Semrush sends you notification via emails, and you get all the information about your tracking. So this is how the setup is done, and you will be able to see different information there. All this information is available on their website if you just want to learn more about this tool. Better yet, I would say that when you set up for your own domain, that is the best way to learn about two subtopics: organic traffic insights as well as position tracking. It really works best if you actually set it up for your domain. So I would really encourage you to do it live for your domain. When you set it up, you will get all this relevant information. If you set it up properly and integrate that with Google Analytics, you will see the power of Semrush, right? You will be able to see all the landing pages, for example. These are the landing pages. What are the keywords? The keywords count. You can always play around. You see here all URLs. These are specific URLs for landing pages. So new and lost. So there are new links are 4 of them. Lost, there are 3 of them which are lost. And estimated traffic, if you see in green, that means it's good, it's gone up. You see here there's a red -4. So there's a difference. Average position here has slipped from 14 to 18. On 5th of April, you had 14 average position. It has slipped. In a month's time, 5th May, you are by 4 points, you are down. Total volume, that information is there. So this is exactly how your position tracking tool works. And you get all this information on your email, right? Once you set it up properly, this information you can start getting on your email. Great. So this is exactly how, let me see if I can quickly show you organic traffic insights. Organic traffic insights Semrush. If I can just show you a snapshot, then it would be really nice for you to understand the kind of metrics you can expect from this tool. Right, so we are still in Semrush website, and all the information, guys, is available here. You just have to click here what each topic means. It's very well laid out on their website. You can always have a look at that. And if you see here again, this gives you information about, for example, a powerful SEO toolbox for your browser, SEO Quake. SEO Quake is nothing but another tool. If you see here, guys, I have SEO Quake here, you see, has access to this site. I have installed this Chrome extension which gives valuable information to me about each URL. I just have to click on that extension, on the Chrome extension, and immediately I can find out details about any URL on any of these Chrome browsers. Keywords, 214 keywords are there on the landing page. Sessions 1,700, new sessions 88%, and all of that information is available. Guys, what I wanted to share something very important here is that the main reason why you're using organic traffic insights is not only to find out more about your own website. Definitely because here you see actual amount of organic traffic driven to your website for each one of them. Primarily this tool is not for competition. Obviously you can find out about what's going to competition, but then primarily this tool is for your own assessment, to audit in terms of what you are doing, where you stand in terms of SEO on your website. But having said that, this tool is also very important, especially if you know Google Analytics, if you have used Google Analytics, you will understand when you look at the sources, traffic sources, there is one section called not provided. That means the source is not provided. That section, you'll see certain traffic coming to your website from this particular source, not provided. The source is not provided, and this happens with a lot of us. So Semrush Organic Traffic Insights really helps you to answer that particular section of Google Analytics. It bifurcates and breaks down that information and shares those details with you. So in case when you log into Google Analytics, and if you have already set up, I really urge you to go to sources and see there must be one section which says source not provided, yet you see some traffic driven from that source. Right, so again, all this information you can really, I would suggest that you try out for yourself. Position tracking and organic traffic insights, it's really helpful as an aftermath. I would not say aftermath, I would say as a continuous process of your keyword discovery and audit. So once you do your keyword research and audit and you set your keywords in the right place on your website for different pages, you try to rank, you naturally want to do position ranking and organic traffic insights, but those will really work if you set up your own website, because then you get real-time information in terms of what's going on with your website for those URLs for which you are tracking. So that's it, guys. I've just finished this particular session on this section on keywords research. Let me know how you found this particular session, and in the next lesson I'm going to share with you details about competitive research, and we'll talk about all of those topics mentioned here. Right? All these topics mentioned here I'll cover in the next one. I really hope you found this video informative and valuable towards your journey in driving traffic to your website. I really urge you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell icon. That way you'll never miss any new video coming out of my stable. Until I see you in the next one, adios.